Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Aquarius Rising, welcome to your July 2021 astrology and tarot update. My name is Tessa and you're watching my channel. Welcome to my new little setup over here. As I said in last month's video, I had a new roommate moving in and had to kind of like redo part of the apartment. So I was kind of experimenting and I don't know, I feel like this is a pretty cool little area for right now. I have the air conditioning blowing. It's been super hot lately. The weather in Chicago has just been raining every day. We had 2 tornado warnings. And I don't know, like it was just so hot yesterday and I had to sit in front of the fan. Yeah, so just picked a little corner in my living room, and this table is miraculous. I love this table so much. It's huge, it's circle, it's wood, it's just kind of perfect for doing these tarot readings. It's perfect. So, welcome to your astrology tarot update. Please make sure that you are in Aquarius Rising. This is specifically for Aquarius Rising. If you are looking more for just like a general Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising kind of tarot reading, check out my mid-monthly readings, but these monthly readings definitely focus on the astrological transits that are in effect for the month, which is going to be July. So from July 1st to July 31st, we're going to take a look to see what energies are coming up and match it up with your natal chart based on your rising sign, okay? So, you know, you're more than welcome to watch this video if you are other signs or if you're an Aquarius Sun. Some of the things, you know, might not be exactly in alignment with your own personal natal chart if you do have a natal chart available, but that's okay. You know, information and messages are still useful and they can still be useful to some people. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. So, so I do have the astrology pulled up for Aquarius Rising. The chart that I currently have up is for July 1st. But definitely if things show up in regards to what could be happening throughout the month, we're definitely going to bring that up. So don't worry about that. Moon phases, if I pull a moon phase card, we're going to look at specific dates. Moon phases definitely deal with the day-to-day. And since I already, you know, brought up the moon phases, happy Cancer season. Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it really is, it really does come down to getting to know your emotions and your moods on the day-to-day, okay? The moon is the only astrological body that rotates around the earth, and it controls our like inner emotions. It controls our day-to-day kind of moods, you know, when we're happy, when we're sad, when we're feeling angry, like all these different things that are constantly ebbing and flowing through us. This is all part and related to the moon. So Cancer season is a really, really great time to get to know these day-to-day emotions that we experience and get to know ourselves better through those day-to-day moods and emotions and how we choose to deal with various situations in our life that stem from these moods. And a lot of them are rooted in our home life, okay? Cancer also has to do with family, it has to do with your home, your roots. So a lot of these like mood ebb and flows and changes have a lot to do with our home life, have a lot to do also with like how we were brought up, how we were raised, how we experienced our parents, how we deal with certain situations. And that kind of evolves and grows into adulthood. So Cancer season is super interesting time. Cancers more or less are kind of known to be very expressive as far as their moods go. You know, so, but they also can definitely hide under their shell if they are feeling, you know, a certain kind of way, you know, and just not wanting to deal with people. They like go and like hide in their home or hide under their shell. So with that being said, the decks are pre-shuffled. I'm only using 2 decks. I'm using the Astro Soul Oracle deck and Tarot of the Divine. So we're going to see exactly what energies are wanting to come out for you, Aquarius. And we're going to go from there, okay? So what energy does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? Oops. I'll take that. What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? My nose is a little itchy. Tarot. What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? What energies does Aquarius need to be aware of for July 2021? Ah. All right, Aquarius, let's do this. Let's get into your reading. Okay, so wow, I think you're like the third zodiac sign that got this card, trine. Okay, so trine is a aspect in astrology when there's like planets that are 120 degrees away from each other, and what it does is it creates this like organic kind of like flow of energy. It's kind of like, it's very easy. There's this like fluid kind of energy happening between you and other energies that are around you, and it flows seamlessly. It's very, like, when I think of the trine, I think of like the natural order. Okay, when I think of the trine, I think of the natural order. So there are things that are just kind of going very smoothly for you right now in a specific area of your life. And because when I pull aspects, it's kind of difficult unless I actually run through every single day of the month of July and really see like where the significant trines are happening. It's very difficult to kind of pinpoint exactly when we're dealing with 30 whole days of astrology going on to see what is the most significant. So whenever I pull a trine card, I always just relate it more strictly to the other elements that are in your group, because when we're dealing with trines, we're dealing with groups of 3, okay? And Aquarius, you are in a group of 3 with Gemini and Libra, okay? So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, you guys form a trine for air energy, okay? So that energy flows very freely, very smoothly. So things that involve like the intellect, okay, and communication and technology and social dynamics, research, learning, education, things like that. So with Aquarius being in your first house, you have Gemini in your 5th house, and 5th house is about fun, adventure, romance, creativity, children. And then you have Libra in your 9th house, which is the house of adventure, travel, long distance travel, higher learning, philosophy, belief. So this area of your life is pretty smooth right now, okay? So this area of your life is pretty like easygoing, you know, like you're able to have fun, you're able to, you know, be creative. It's just kind of flowing really nicely and smoothly right now. What it says on the card, it says fluency, ease, talent, development, privilege, aptitude, self-comfort, temper, laziness, and intelligence. Okay, so let's keep going and kind of see what else is coming up. The 4th house. So the 4th house is the house of Cancer. Okay, so very cool that this is coming up. It says, I belong. This is the house of origins. Here is where we see our home, bloodline, feelings of safety, comfort, mother figure, tradition, and lifestyle. It also shows where we come from. Okay, so with the 4th house coming up and us being in Cancer season, I feel like this is going to be a very significant season for you because it's Cancer season and because the 4th house is coming up. So it is going to be important for you to focus on your home life and where you come from and your roots, especially because this is how you are going to better evolve and develop your own inner like structure for how you want to develop your future from here on out. So we are going to take a look to see what specifically you have going on in the 4th house, okay? So Aquarius, you have Taurus in your 4th house, okay? So when you have Taurus in your 4th house, it means that your home life is very much like your roots and where you come from, and your home life was very much kind of rooted in a sense of like possessions and finding value in things. You know, perhaps your parents instilled in you a really strong sense of value and a really strong sense of just like core roots for like, you know, like the value in making money, the value in developing a sense of stability for yourself. Because Taurus is very much about like material stability. It's very much about like valuing your possessions and valuing your money, and when you do spend your money to like, you know, spend it on things that actually mean something to you and not just like garbage or something like that. Currently, we do have Uranus in Taurus. I mean, Uranus is a generational planet, so it's been in Taurus for a while now, and it's going to be in Taurus for a little while longer. But with like Uranus being, with it being in your 4th house, there could just be maybe some like, you know, changes that have kind of been happening. And this is just general. This isn't just specific to July, but just generally, you know, your value system could be undergoing, your value system in regards to home life could be undergoing some changes, you know, and like some abrupt, you know, especially with everything that has been going on, like politically and stuff like that, and the pandemic, like it could just be kind of undergoing some changes in regards to you figuring out what it is, you know, you really want to make a priority and what you value more than something else. You know, it's kind of like ranking things a little bit more, you know, and really discovering for yourself, you know, what your possessions and values truly do mean to you. I'm sorry, I just like... Never mind. Okay, for the final Astro Soul card, we have the new moon, okay, and we are going to have a new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so this new moon is going to be, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. We're going to have a full moon in Aquarius in July, at the end of July. The new moon is going to be in Cancer, okay? There's going to be a new moon in Cancer. New beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. So we're going to have a new moon in Cancer on July 9th. So this is going to be a significant new moon. And this is about setting new beginnings, new intentions. Like, new moons are so powerful in reference to things that are just kind of like starting out and having like, you know, like a new idea or a new intention for something. So with the new moon being in Cancer on July 9th, this is actually going to be transiting your 6th house. And this is the house of Virgo. This is the house of your daily routines, how you go about your day-to-day life, in your home, at work, like anything really. And like how you connect to what your routine is, how like it's kind of like an emotional connection to what you are doing on a daily basis, how you're taking care of your body, how you're eating, like waking up in the morning, setting up the alarm. Like if you have a certain kind of routine going, you could have a certain like emotional kind of connection to it, like where you kind of rely on it. It's almost like this codependency kind of energy that's going on. So there could be like room for setting some new routines, depending, like if you're able to kind of get to know what you need on an emotional level, like if all your emotional needs are not being met, perhaps this is a really good time to bring into your routine something that can offer like a sense of safety and security with your emotional side. You know, something like bringing in a new routine that makes you feel good. Not that's necessarily like, oh, it'll make you healthier, like a certain food or working out, or like it actually just, it makes you feel good. So it'll be a really good time to bring into your routine, like maybe like something nostalgic, maybe something from your childhood, like maybe your parents used to play some kind of music when you were a kid that just like made you feel really good. So it's kind of something like that. So this is kind of the energy that I'm picking up, that this could be a really good time to kind of like reconnect with your roots and to bring into your routine something that provides emotional, like sentimental value and makes you feel good and kind of like motivates you to continue to develop your home life and whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish for your future. Okay, so now we're going to get into the tarot. So for the first tarot card, we have the Hanged Man, and this is Neptune energy. Okay, so the Hanged Man, Neptune, this is a major arcana. This is definitely about kind of like spiritual awakening. This is definitely about kind of taking a pause from life so that you can kind of allow yourself to, you know, look at things from different perspectives and contemplate life a little bit, you know, to kind of like contemplate where you're at, to contemplate where you're going, where you want to go, where you've been. Neptune energies can be very dreamy. It can be very like caught up in symbolism. It can be caught up in kind of like these other realms. So we do have Neptune currently in retrograde in Pisces, and this is transiting your second house. And the second house is the house of values and possessions. So when you have Pisces in your second house, it means that like you might perhaps view your possessions in a dreamy kind of way, like in a fantasy way, like almost like your connection, your emotional connection to your possessions and to your values takes on a kind of fantasy quality. Like maybe you enjoy collecting knickknacks, maybe you enjoy, you know, I don't know, like having souvenirs, and like you could be very sentimental. You could kind of like collect things. So this could be a time where maybe like you're reflecting more on maybe some of the things you've collected in the past and like thinking about it in different ways, you know, just kind of maybe, I don't know, like becoming a little nostalgic and sentimental with some of the things that you have in your surroundings. For the next card, we have Four of Swords, and this is Jupiter in Libra. Jupiter in Libra energy, it's very like, this is just kind of like reaching a point within your mental capacity where it's just like, okay, enough is enough. It's time to rest. It's time to put down those thoughts, put down my sword, put down, you know, whatever tools I'm using, like work life, everything. It's just kind of like time to take a break. It's time to heal. It's time to kind of just like, okay, you took the time to, you know, think about this and this and this, but now let's just try not to think about anything. Okay, so that's what Jupiter in Libra energy wants to do. Libra wants to balance you. Libra is all about harmony and peace and balance, and Jupiter wants to like overdo everything. Jupiter wants to give you more and more and more. So when Jupiter enters Libra, it's like, Libra's like, no more. It's time to rest, okay? It's time to establish balance within yourself first. Don't overdo it, okay? So let me see here. You have Libra in your 9th house, okay? So, and the 9th house is ruled by Jupiter. The 9th house is ruled by Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter. So that's actually really interesting. You could be like thinking about maybe like going on a trip or going on vacation, or like having some of these really big ideas of doing something, but at the same time, Libra is kind of like, maybe you should just take a break this time. Maybe you should just chill out. Maybe you should just, you know, meditate on it, clear your head, and then return to this idea, you know. Libra is really wanting to balance you out right now so you don't like do too much, okay? For the next card, we have Four of Wands. Okay, this is Venus in Aries energy. Okay, so wow, yeah, so this is like, it's almost like Libra is saying like, no, let's take a break from that because they have other plans for you. I feel like the universe has other plans for you. They want you to think more about like your future. Like they want you to think more about like developing, like perhaps like coming together with another person, perhaps like strongly considering settling down, if that's something that you haven't really contemplated and, you know, you're thinking about doing all these other things. I feel like maybe, you know, the universe is kind of pushing you a little bit more to think about like creating like stability in your life so that you can share your life with another person. Now, I don't know if you already have somebody in your life. You could possibly have like maybe different people like interested in you or like kind of floating around in your life right now. There could be like someone kind of present, maybe somebody you're talking to, and perhaps like this is someone that you like jive really well with. Oh my God, like who uses that word? But someone where like the energy just feels really good, like maybe you guys inspire each other, and it's just like you're just having some thoughts in your head like, okay, I can see myself with this person, but it's nothing really quite serious right off the bat, but they do inspire you, and they are like opening your mind and giving you things to think about in reference to like, okay, well, is this somebody I might want to settle down with? And if it is someone I might want to settle down with, what can I start doing now that can kind of, you know, take that to the next level, or that can like, you know, allow a smoother ride down that path. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. The next card, we have the Three of Cups. This is Mercury in Cancer. So this is about just kind of like getting together with friends or family or siblings. This can definitely be like a family dynamic because it is Cancer energy. And Mercury energy is about communication. So perhaps getting together with siblings or family and like maybe like communicating about something, talking about maybe some kind of plan you guys have together. Or just kind of hanging out and shooting the shit. Excuse me, having coffee, having tea, having drinks, whatever it may be, going to a bar, but just kind of like getting together with like family. It doesn't have to be family, it could also be friends, but we're talking about friends that like you've known for a while. Like these could be friends from childhood. These could be friends that you're just really close to. You have kind of like a kindred spirit kind of relationship with them, and you guys are just like enjoying each other's company, and you know, you just kind of make each other feel good. So it looks like something like that is maybe like coming around as well. For the next card, we have the Two of Wands, another Aries card. This is Mars in Aries, okay? Okay, so Mars in Aries is definitely about like taking action with an idea, okay? This is about like taking that first step towards going after a certain goal, towards accomplishing something. So if there's some kind of idea that you have had brewing in your mind, something that you have been thinking about wanting to do for a while, like a creative project or just something, some kind of spark, some kind of inspiration. It could be creative, it could be spiritual, it could be passionate, you know, like maybe you want to reach out to somebody. This is where it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to take that first step now. Okay, Aquarius, you have Aries in your third house. Yeah, so the third house is the house of like friends, local travel. This could be like something in regards to like something you want to do locally. Like maybe like you and a friend have been talking about going to check out some new restaurant, or like, you know, you're, I don't know, like something like that, like or, you know, picking somebody up for a date and going on a date. Just something like that, or it could have to do with some other idea, like an investment. Like, I mean, that would typically be like pentacle energy, not wand energy, but I think you kind of get my drift. Like, it could be, you know, wanting to start a business and then going to a meeting to get more information, or like, although that would be more sword energy. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place right now. Okay, for the next card, we have the King of Coins. This is Taurus energy, okay? This is Earth, Taurus energy. So this energy kind of signifies that there might be somebody in your life who is a really great source of, like, financial guidance for you, who's, like, a very stable, this could be a boss, this could be a dad, this could be, like, a strong relative who is very financially, stable and secure, perhaps like maybe trying to help you out in some way, or offering you some kind of advice, or offering you direction and how you want to go about something. You could be thinking about taking action towards something in specific, and this other person is kind of like giving you a little bit of guidance. Okay, and then for the final card, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so divine gift. The Ace of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is a new beginning in matters of the heart, in emotional matters, in matters of love. Okay, so a new beginning. So I don't know, like maybe this does have to do with a particular person. Now that this card came out, and after seeing this Four of Wands and then the Three of Cups, like, and the Two of Wands is typically more passion related. Like this could also be an adventure that you're going on. This could be definitely an adventure, but it's something like passionate, you know, so it could be related to, you know, perhaps finding your, you know, your significant other, or going on some kind of adventure, or starting a creative project. But, yeah, with that Ace of Cups coming up last over here, like there is a really, I feel like Cancer season will definitely bring up new possibilities in the realm of love and new beginnings with, like, you know, how you open up your heart and how you communicate your emotions, and being open maybe to different people in regards to potential love interest or relationships or things like that. So Aquarius, this is your reading for July 2021. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked my style. My name is Tessa once again. Please like this video if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.